Are we live yet? Yes, I guess we are. Yep, 11 seconds, 12 seconds into it. Let's see if anybody's on here. We're going to hit side chat. If anybody's watching this, hello, I'm Mark. Watching the GarageGuy channel. Today is November 28th, 2020. The Saturday after Thanksgiving. I hope everybody had a really nice holiday. And I hope everybody's having a really safe holiday weekend. This evening, I thought I'd come on and say hello to everybody, see how it's going. I want to apologize for this past Wednesday night. My internet service was disrupted by some high winds we were having in this area. And, well, that happens once in a while. Can't be helped. The lines up and down the road here, CenturyLink put them up back in the early 2000s. And Keith Gregory, hello there, how you doing? And they need to be replaced. 15 years or more, lines out in the weather and everything year round just really affects the performance. And internet here sometimes goes off quite a bit. Firearms 101 and James will work. Hello, everybody. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all had a really good holiday and having a safe holiday weekend. I've just been having some problems here lately with my truck, that yellow banana truck, as I call it. As you see in my videos, I've had some kind of problems with some kind of solenoid sensor that goes under the back of the truck. Had to go get a part for it. And this right here hooks on somewhere to the gas tank. I'm going to have to pull up some YouTube videos and see how to change it. It's called some kind of solenoid sensor. Looking at $167 right here. But hey, I guess I'll get that done tomorrow. I hate doing anything on Sundays, but that's just the way it is. All right, guys, for everybody out there, some new videos came out today. A new Buffalo Outdoors video. 22 Magnum versus 22 LR. CCI Maximag versus Minimag. Coming out of a 3-inch revolver barrel. Buffalo always puts out some really good videos, and I hope y'all go over there to his channel and check it out. The worst Buffalo video is better than a lot of other channels' best videos, if you ask me. Anyway, let's see. Who else? Hootie Who had another premiere today. Where to find ammo, especially 9mm. I always look forward to seeing Hootie Who's videos. And Rich 1911 did a little video, about 3.5 minutes today. He and Hunter Girl. And they were spreading out some deer salt or something. I think they're wanting to do a little bit of deer hunting. But they were all dressed up in their steampunk regalia. Looked like they were having a good time. And speaking of Rich 1911, Stream Trawl is going to be live streaming about 9:30 later on tonight. And I plan on catching that. Let's see what else is going on. I got some notes over here. Yesterday was supposed to be Black Friday. Well, the local Wally World closest to me was closed yesterday. So were a lot of the other larger retail stores. So you could have the small business day. The local mom and pop shops always seem to miss out on Black Friday because it was just, really ridiculous. And Scott Hillbilly Morgan, how you doing? Good to have you. Anyway, it's a good thing, these mom and pop shops get the short end of the deal, especially on Black Friday. So it's good to see some of the big retail stores hold off to let them get their fair share of the cha-ching. It's going to be a busy Christmas season, I believe, even with this C-19 stuff going on. Last couple of years, even here where I live in this small region, there's some idiots out there when it comes to Black Friday. I never leave the house to go shopping on Black Friday. Never have. Don't see the reason I need to. Order online. What else have we got going on here? Yeah. I was wanting to get over to Saltville, Virginia. My friend Hunter, might have mentioned this before, this past Wednesday night, has a Model 27 Smith & Wesson revolver chambered in .357 Magnum. Now, what is so unique about his revolver, it has the 7-inch barrel on it. And the 7-inch barrel on the Model 27 only came out between the years 1974 and 1977. And Hunter's father found this revolver, bought it from a friend or relative. You're not going to believe this, but guess what he gave for that? And it is in excellent condition. $250. Sometimes you run across an unexpected deal like that, and it's hard to say no to. Fresh Fowler, how you doing? Good to see you. Firearms 101, shop 7 small business today. Always support local. My friend, you have got that absolutely right. Always support local. I mean, they'll do you right. They're probably people you've known a long time. You can't go wrong with that. Buy local. Well, I got another pop-up here. Hooty Hoo, another premiere today. Thanksgiving Day 2020 whitetail hunt. Hooty is on fire with his channel. Great videos, great premieres. Let me click that off. Let's see, Scott Hillbilly Morgan. Found some 9mm, 5.56, 38 Special, 22 LR, Western Kentucky, Whitaker gun. I am familiar with Whitaker gun. I have them bookmarked here on my PC. And it's been a while since I went to the website, but thank you, Scott. I guess I'll check it out after this live stream. Let's see, David Cantrell. Good to see you again. Good to hear from you. It's good to have everybody on here. Anyhow, you know, this Black Friday stuff, man, just really grinds my gears. It has become idiocy. You know, a bunch of botards fighting over a flat screen. Whoop-de-doo, you know? Well, Scott, yeah, I'd say it was costly. They have limits, yeah. You know, I mentioned this before on my first live stream. The day after Donald Trump was elected president, the ammo just suddenly reappeared magically out of thin air. I made a promise to myself, Mark, stock up. And that's exactly what I did. I'm good to go on all the common calibers, 9, 38 Special. I even got a few oddball calibers. I got some 38 Smith & Wesson. Bought it off a guy one time. Needed a little money. Bought 3 boxes off of him, Magtech. Don't know what I'll do with it. Well, I might run across a revolver chambered in 38 Smith & Wesson one day. And believe me, 38 short and 38 special, they are not the same as 38 Smith & Wesson. 38 Smith & Wesson is a shorter cartridge, but the casing is bigger around. And I'm looking here at my screen. I'm doing this. It's showing just the opposite here on a live StreamYard. StreamYard, what is this? StreamYard. Okay. For some reason, I'm still thinking I'm using YouTube Live. You know, I'm new to this live stream stuff. I'm going to screw up, so please overlook that. Speaking of screw ups, my friends, when my internet service did come back on about 10:30 this past Wednesday night, I went back to YouTube. The crazy Scotsman started a live stream, so I said, what the heck? I left a comment in his side chat. I said, hey, send me a link. And sure enough, he did. And I was live streaming with Scotsman and Josh Benware and a couple of others. And I'll be honest, by that time of night, I was feeling no pain. My eyes looked like they were about that big around at times and about that big around at times. And I seemed like I was talking in slow motion when I played the replay the next day. It'll probably be a while before Scotsman invites me back to another one of his live streams. But you know what? That's all right. I enjoyed myself. Scotsman's a good guy. Josh Benware. The other fellow was, I believe he was Salty Dog, Salty Rick, or I forget his screen name, but it was Salty something. And I enjoyed the conversation with those guys. Really did. Scott, you live 10 miles from them. Well, that's good. Whitaker Guns is well known around here. Tattooed Dragon 8, how you doing? Good to have you. Whitaker Guns, let's see, Bud's Guns. There's another gun shop or two over there in Kentucky that a lot of people use online. And yeah, Scotsman is a great brother. He's always thinking of others. He's done a lot of fundraisers here on YouTube, and you'd be hard pressed to find a better guy. Now, here a few months ago, Scotsman took the oath and was sworn in as an American citizen. And I still have plans to do a congratulatory video for him. And I will just say this about that video upcoming. It includes a cardboard box and a bottle of Mad Dog. And no, I am not going to be drinking any Mad Dog. I have not touched that stuff since I was in high school. And believe me, that was maybe about that much in a cup. The next day, I was pretty well praying for death. Oh my gosh, we all know what Mad Dog spelled backwards is. And yeah, ugh. Anyway, yeah, Scotsman's a good guy. You know, one of the best here on YouTube. And the guys that's with him on his live stream, they're good guys too. Keith Gregory, have I ever been to Bud's Gun Shop? No, Keith, I haven't. Now, my friend Joe's been to the one down in Sevierville, Tennessee. And he says it's a pretty nice place. Now, I haven't been able to make it down there yet. I have ordered from Bud's in the past, especially 2017, 2018. Ordered a ton of firearms from them and only had one problem, and that was with the first Ruger Mark IV Standard. I have the video here on my channel. Bud's has a policy of not opening the firearms, not looking in the boxes or what have you. And I understand that. That would take a good while to do, to go through all that inventory. But I wish they had, because somebody from the Ruger factory, probably a disgruntled employee that was ticked off because he couldn't have a day off, slammed a magazine backwards into the Ruger Mark IV Standard I had. So had to send it back. Ruger's customer service, top notch, my friends. You won't find any better in the industry. Took care of me lickety split. They paid for the shipping there and back. And that was cross country from Arizona here to the southwestern part of Virginia. And I had it back within 10 working days. Great service. Ah, boy. Yeah, Bud's bought a ton of stuff off of them online. But here the past year or so, I've been buying local. You know, got to support local. I mentioned Highland Arms in Abingdon, Virginia. They used to have their store here in my hometown of Chilhowee, Virginia. But Abingdon has grown big time in the last few years. So Mr. Sanders decided to build a shop down there, made good business sense, class 3 dealer. And I've never gotten a bad deal from them. Now, since the way things have been with gun grabbing and everything this past few months, they had to do away with their lightweight program. But that's business, and I understand that. See, it's hurt a lot of these small businesses. And, I really don't see how a lot of them's made it by, but they have, and a lot of it's just using common sense. You can't go hog wild or go ape crap over this stuff. You have to sit back, take a deep breath, and see what's going on and plan for the long term. Now, Mr. Sanders told me, he said, Mark, if I don't have money coming in, then I can't restock the inventory. And he's absolutely correct. And that is a no BS explanation he gave me. He was very honest and upfront about it. And I still do business with him. Like I said, Highland Arms, Abingdon, Virginia. But yeah, Firearms 101, you nailed it, my friend, 100%. You got to support your small business. You know, you get these big retail giants come in. Pocomoke City, Maryland, for example, Super Walmart. Pocomoke City is a small community of maybe about, I don't know, less than 1,000 people. Now, my niece and her family live up there. They got a big old chicken farm, and I want to send a shout out to my niece, Kelly Jo, her husband, George, and her children, Bridget, Josie, Macy, Courtney, Bo, and Kimber. Hope you all are doing well. Anyway, there used to be 3 other supermarkets in that small community of Pocomoke City, Maryland. Super Walmart comes in and builds and runs them all out of business. Boy, you know, that's a shame. You know, it's good to have a local Wally World, but local businesses are the backbone of a community. Fresh Fowler, you're right. Good relationship with all business owners, all local business owners. You're absolutely correct. Stephen Murphy, how you doing? Good to have you with us, my friend. I'm Mark, GarageGuy. I don't know if you've ever been on any of my live chats before, but if I recall, this is the first time I remember seeing your name, so thank you very much for coming by, and hope to see you again here on future live chats. Big Boss Man, there he is from Wisconsin. Mad Dog is not the cure for common cold. Oh, you got that right. It's not the cure for anything but good health. You know, if you want the headache from hell, drink about half a bottle of Mad Dog. That's what I did one night when I was about 17. I woke up the next morning, and even the thought of it still makes my head want to. Yeah. Stephen, how you doing? What part of the country may you be from, sir? Just wondering if you was local or from another great state, or I see somebody new on here. I like to ask, about, what state they're from. Anyway, I believe it was earlier this week. It seemed like the majority was from the bluegrass state of Kentucky. And I got to tell you, I am a fan of the Wildcats. Florida. All right, Florida in the house. Good to have you. Welcome. Got good memories of Key West back from February of '88. Tell you what, I-95 from Jacksonville to Miami, longest ride of my life. But once I got to Miami and south of there, I was good to go. Tattooed Dragon, Denver, Colorado. All right. Colorado Rockies. Beautiful out there. Just beautiful. I got to admit, the Rocky Mountains and the Appalachian Mountains, probably the 2 most beautiful places here in the U.S. South Louisiana. All right. Fresh Fowler, are you anywhere near New Orleans? South Louisiana. And Fresh Fowler, I am a big LSU fan. As a matter of fact, I look over here, Keith Gregory, Bluegrass State, that's right. As a matter of fact, I look over here out of the corner of my eye, LSU and Texas A&M are playing on TV right now. A&M's ahead 10-0 with about 3 minutes left before halftime. It's been a good game. I love college football, and I do want to say that my Virginia Tech Hokies did not lose today. But then again, they didn't play. So they couldn't have lost. Oh boy, they're kind of having a down year. This C19's hit everywhere. But yeah, I support the college sports around here, especially local. Actually, the local closest Division I school is Wake Forest, over across the state line near Winston-Salem, North Carolina. But my niece, I mentioned earlier, Kelly Jo, and her husband, George, they both attended Virginia Tech. And, well, got to pull for the home team. New Orleans. All right. I remember watching Saints back years ago, and Archie Manning. Oh, that guy had the worst luck of any pro quarterback I ever saw. Do you ever think of getting a ham radio? You know, I've thought about it, but with the internet, I don't know. It seems like it would be the same to me. Mechanicsville, Virginia. Frank, welcome aboard. Yes, I've heard of Mechanicsville. I'm not quite sure what area it is. Would that be around Charlottesville or Lynchburg? Myself, I'm about 30 minutes north of Bristol. And for a lot of people, it's asked what part of Virginia I'm in. I said the southwestern part, but if you look at a map where Tennessee, North Carolina, and Virginia meet, I'm about 20 minutes north of there. Mechanicsville. It seems to me like it's, I don't know, near Charlottesville or Lynchburg. I may be wrong. My geography isn't exactly all that good these days. But Fresh Fowler, 45 minutes west of New Orleans. All right. Well, anyhow, here's another little topic I'd like to bring up. Keith, I remember you telling me that. I spent some time at Norfolk too. And I believe I asked you this right when my internet service went off the other night. Isn't one of the naval bases there called Little Creek? While I'm waiting on Keith to reply, another topic I want to bring up, is a couple of 22 rimfire pistols that seems to be doing fairly well since they came out over the past year. One of them a Glock 44 and the other a Taurus TX22. And a lot of people these days seem to be going for one or the other. And it seems to me that a lot of people have forgot about the Ruger line of rimfire pistols. The Glock and Taurus, they're 22 pistols. They work. They're decent. But they don't feel like a real firearm to me. They just feel too light. I know with the way the slides, blowback action or whatever, you have to have a fairly light slide for it to cycle properly. The Ruger Mark IV series of pistols might be built somewhat different, but they are solid and sturdy. They feel like a real firearm, and they will last forever. I had a Taurus TX22. It was okay, but it felt like holding an airsoft. I haven't owned a Glock 44, but I have fired one, and it felt the same way. Now, I'm not knocking anybody that has either one of those firearms, so don't think that for a minute. But the Rugers, they're excellent. They are awesome. They have a really great track record. I know the takedowns on the Marks 1 through 3, you got to have an act of Congress to take it down and clean it apart. But the Mark IVs, single shot shotgun style, pretty much. Press a button and give it that. Pull your bolt out. You're good to go. Keith. Yeah, I was thinking it was Little Creek. There was a place there called Fort Story, and I spent the summer of '88 at Fort Story there when I was in the Army. And once in a while we would go. I was in a transport company, and we would go from Fort Story up to Little Creek and several of the other little naval places. White Top, 1953. No, Neil sold it. It's a bookstore now. White Top 1953. I wonder, okay, that reminds me. I mentioned the location I'm at. Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia border where they meet. And I saw this name here, White Top 1953. The name of the community where those three states meet is called White Top. As a matter of fact, the second highest mountain in Virginia is called White Top. It's right there on the state lines. Fresh Fowler, your wife has a Ruger SR22. You want the Kel-Tec P17 22 LR pistol? I love the SR22. I have the one with the 4.5-inch barrel. And as a matter of fact, over 8 years ago, the very first video I did here on YouTube was of a Ruger SR22. Rural King. They have a Rural King local to me about 30 miles north in Wytheville, Virginia. T. Howe, good to have you with us tonight, sir. And I've yet to go there. They've been there a little over a year now. Every time I want to go there, something comes up. I haven't been able to get up that way. Hopefully I will here before long. And yes, I hear the, you're in Ashe County, my friend. Well, we're neighbors. I'm in Smith County, Virginia. My granddaughter lives in Washington County, Virginia, right beside the border of Grayson County. As a matter of fact, I can go about 10 minutes from her home, and I'll be in Ashe County. As a matter of fact, it's just a hop, skip, and jump from a little community called Lansing. White Top 1953, good to have you with us tonight, sir. But, yeah, Rural King is a place I want to check out. They say they got a lot of good deals on a lot of things. I've been looking for coveralls for wintertime. Last two pairs of coveralls I got, one it's like the full set. You know, they're about worn out. And then I got the coveralls with the suspenders on them. They're worn out. And they tell me Rural King is the best place to get them. The Ruger Mark IV is iconic and one of the easiest guns I know to clean. Trapdoor Springfield model 1888. Welcome to the chat, sir. Glad to have you with us. You're right about the Ruger Mark IV. When Smith & Wesson come out with the Victory, I thought seriously about buying one of those, but here's what stopped me from buying the Smith & Wesson Victory. You have to loosen a screw. I don't want to loosen any screws to remove the barrel or slide from any firearm. What if you strip that screw? What if you lose that screw? I mean, you know, that might sound like a petty reason, but I think Ruger did it right. I have no problem with the Smith & Wesson Victory. I haven't owned one. I have shot it. It's a good firearm. The Ruger Mark IV Standard, Ruger Mark IV Target excuse me, on my FUD moment. Ruger Mark IV Target models with the bull barrels. Excellent firearms. Very excellent. And also something else, a lot of viewers over the years have asked me in the comment section of videos, Mark, what is with the little SpongeBob toy there beside of you? Well, I've answered this, before, but while I'm live, I'll say it. My granddaughter, Jay Lee, gave me this, and I'll have it in my videos as much as possible. And when I do a video, I'm sitting behind the table at the garage, you'll notice I have this there, or I'm doing a review on the bench under the bright light. I'll have this there. My granddaughter, Jay Lee, gave me this, and I put it in my videos to let her know that I'm always thinking of her. That's why I have the SpongeBob toy in most of my videos. Anyhow, as far as these 22 LR pistols, 9 out of 10 times the problem is not the pistol, but it's the ammo. You buy bulk rounds of 22 LR. You're gonna have duds. You're gonna have underpowered rounds, and it's gonna cause problems. You might have some jams, but the big key is keeping the handgun clean and lubricate it. And I know a lot of them, sometimes it depends on the brand of ammo you shoot. A lot of it's very dirty. 22 LR basically is one of the dirtiest rounds you can find, but it is what it is. Will's coverall zip up all the way down the front. Best thing since a trap door. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. I mean, it's getting to be wintertime here, and a good pair of coveralls is pretty well essential. Now, where I work at, I drive a forklift, and a lot of times I'm outside, and I got to make about a 50-yard drive on a forklift from the main factory to the warehouse building. And since I'll be on evening shift here starting this Monday, it's going to be some cold weather coming up, and I need a good pair of coveralls. And I am going to try out some coveralls, check out Rural King, see what they have. Keith, I have yet to see a Taurus 942 revolver in my area yet. I want the one chambered in 22 Magnum. Now, I bought my granddaughter a Charter Arms Pathfinder Ultralight chambered in 22 Magnum, but that's hers, and we've seen it. It's the pink one here you've seen on my channel. I don't want to take it out and get it all scarred up, but I figured the Taurus 942 22 Magnum, 8-shot capacity, put some shot shell in it, kill all the varmints and critters when I'm out mowing or whatever. If it gets scarred up, it's no big deal. Those are budget firearms. I haven't yet to hear of anybody having a problem with them. And as soon as one comes available here in my area, yeah, you can pretty well bet I'm going to jump on that. And the, there's a lot of firearms that's come out since this past spring or summer, and haven't seen them here in my area. That's what this gun grabbing's done. As soon as a gun shop gets one, somebody puts it out on display, bam, it's gone. Same goes for the Taurus G3C or the Taurus G3. I was lucky when I got mine. I don't see it getting any better. One of the things that really, really bothers me has been this election. Now, I'm not a very political person, and I think I've only got one video on my channel out of almost 300 videos where I mention anything about politics. This election with Trump and Biden, Trump was ahead, way ahead in several states. I believe we're talking Michigan, Pennsylvania, Georgia, maybe North Carolina too. And then all of a sudden after midnight, oh, here's all these other votes that have not been counted yet. But the analysts said of all these, there's 1.5 million votes over here. Hasn't been counted, but the analysts said Biden would have to get over 90% of those votes to beat Trump in that state. Lo and behold, sure enough, that's exactly what happened. I'm not buying it. I'm not getting it. This mail-in voting, I can see absentee voting or the veterans and citizens that's overseas and aren't able to come home to vote in person. I could see that kind of voting going on there, but as far as just mailing in your votes because of some virus, hey, I bet when this stimulus checks come out that President Trump gave Americans, if they had to go somewhere and pick up that check, good and well, virus be damned, they would go out and pick at that $1,200 or whatever it was. No virus would have stopped them from that. Why should a virus stop anybody from voting? I'm not buying it. I'm not saying the C-19 is fake or anything. I believe it's very real. And it's caused a lot of people problems. A lot of my coworkers have had it, and they were very down and out sick with it. But as far as voting, that's something that shouldn't have been changed. Should not have been changed. And I'm not buying these election results. Now, there is a possibility Donald Trump could still pull it out, but I hate to say it, but I don't see it happening. I don't call this an election. I call it a coup. All right. It's the Democrats have been, I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but maybe I've been watching too many of Cowboy 32's videos here lately. He's come out with a lot of good political stuff, but I'm not buying these election results, not for a minute. And the thing of it is, I have voted every time since I've been 18. I'm 57 now, never missed an election. But the way this past election went, it makes me not want to vote anymore. It really does, And I feel bad saying that because, it's not just a privilege to vote. I feel it's every American citizen's duty to cast their ballot, but cast it in person. I'm just not getting it. It really just, Now, my family's split on the subject. My mother, she's 83. She's a Democrat. That's fine. When the news is on and I'm at her house and I'm walking by and she's in the living room watching TV and the news will be on, they say President Trump today, and she'll go, oh my God, I don't want to hear this. And I just laugh about it. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I fully believe in that. But the way this election was pulled off, I'm not believing in that. Like it said, it makes me seriously think I don't want to vote no more. But like I said, that stimulus check, if you had to go pick it up in person, the virus be damned, people would have went out, picked that check right up. Go out and vote? Nope, they just do it, mail it in, put a stamp on the envelope or whatever you had to do, put it in the mailbox, and it's gone. Screw that. Like I said, if you're in the military, serving abroad, yeah, absentee ballot. I get that. If you're a person in a hospital or an elderly person in a nursing home, I get that too. But able-bodied people like you and me, we got no business checking a box sitting at the house and dropping it in the mailbox. It's our duty to get out and vote. Make an effort of it. Get off your backside and do it. Brandon Freeman, good to have you here, sir. All right, picking up steam a little bit. 17 people. Big boss man. I'm a veteran, love our country, but don't have that much trust in the government after that election. Big boss man. I feel you, my friend. It don't matter if you have a good president, you're going to have some bad people in the Congress or Senate trying to undermine it. I can remember the day Reagan was elected. I don't recall anybody in the Senate or Congress giving him a rough time. He stood his ground. Thing of it is, Donald Trump stood his ground too, and look what happens. Pelosi and that bunch. Somebody left a comment on the little thing I typed here on YouTube. I'd asked a question, is anybody going to buy any firearms before Biden and Pelosi Jr. are sworn in? And somebody left a comment, saying, oh, and her name is Harris, not Pelosi Jr. It's a free country. I'll call her whatever I want. Now, I don't know the woman. She might be a good person, but I do not agree with her political views. And it's my right as a citizen not to agree with her. And if I feel she's going to be another Nancy Pelosi, it's my right to say that also. And if I want to type it in on a comment on YouTube, I will sure do that. And I encourage everybody else to do the same. Not just type that comment, but type whatever you want. Okay? Paul Putnam. My dad's nearly 94, legally blind. I took him to the polls in his VA provided wheelchair so he could vote in person. Paul Putnam, thank you. And thank your father for his service. God bless both of you. Keith Gregory, never did have much trust in our government. You got some good people, but the way it is, you can't have good without having the bad. That's just the way it is. T. How, anybody in a group had any luck finding primers for reloading? T. How, Crazy Scotsman would be the person to go to one of his videos, leave a comment, send him an email or something like that. He would know where to find primers, either him or Josh Benware. Frank, I agree with you. Yeah, Pelosi, and I believe Kamala Harris is cut of the same cloth. I have no problem with people from California. I have friends out there. I have a lot of viewers from California. Scott F. is one of them. Whenever I put out a video, he's usually one of the first people to comment on it. He's a good American. He believes strongly in the Second Amendment. And the fact that he's out in California, I don't hold that against him one bit. There's good people in all these states. Unfortunately, same in California goes for here in Virginia, outnumbered. Keith Gregory. Yeah. Well, like I said, go email the Crazy Scotsman or go to one of his videos, leave a comment, ask him. If anybody would know, he'd probably know. Rick Knoll, welcome, sir. No one should be able to fill out ballots. All right, Rick, you are the first person whose comment I've tagged here on a live stream. No one should be able to fill out ballots before Election Day, only for verifiable situations. Otherwise, the voting is rigged. Abso-frickin-lutely, Rick Knoll. Very valid point. Very valid. Okay, now, what do I do here? Show. There we go. Okay, I'm trying to, what do I do here? Okay. That just made the screen bigger. I'm still working on this right here. Remove from stream, exo layout. Okay, I'm just seeing how to get the comment down off from the screen here. Joe Price from Saltville, Virginia. Joe, I was just talking about Hunter at the start of this video. And that piece right here I had replaced on a banana truck. Anyway, let's see. Can anybody tell me how to get the comment off the screen here? Do I just do hide? Okay. Hide, show. No, I don't want to do that. Show. Hide. Okay. There we go. Yeah. I wanted to remove the comment from the main screen, but I didn't want to remove the comment from the side chat. I apologize for Rick, or for that, Rick. I'm still learning this live stream thingy here. Joe Price over in Saltville, Virginia. We've seen him on several of my videos. He's a good guy. He and his dad Melvin are strong 2A supporters. We do a lot of shooting together. We've done a lot of trading and selling. Good to have you on board, Joe. But yeah, these elections, you should vote in person. Rick Knoll's father, or excuse me, not Rick Knoll's father, excuse me. Paul, let me show this here. Paul Putnam. There we go. Everybody in side chat, please read this comment right here. Paul Putnam and his dad. Thumbs up, my friends. Thumbs up. There we go. You know, it doesn't get any better than that. You know, the man got out and voted. Even though he went in a wheelchair, he got out, he voted. There were no excuses. He voted. And here we have these people, not even half that age, not even half my age. They want to sit at home, open an envelope, check her little box, put the stamp on the envelope, drop it in the mailbox. Like I said, if they had to go pick up that $1,200 stimulus check in person, they would have been beating each other to get to the front of the line. You know, I just don't know what things are coming to in this day and time, but that's a real shame. It really is. I voted. I went in person. It's no problem. No effort whatsoever. And I felt good about doing it, but the way things have ended up here, all these votes coming in all of a sudden, taking the election in a totally different direction, just not right. And like I said, makes me not want to vote again. But, you know, I will vote again. It's my duty as an American citizen and as a veteran to vote, to cast my ballot. And I hope you people out there feel the same way. Like I said, Paul Putnam, he and his father, shows me right there, two great Americans right there. You have my respect, Paul, you and your father. Anyway, when I was younger, on Thanksgiving Day, we'd always get out while everybody, the women were cooking and all that. And we would do a little hunting ourselves. We'd take shotguns, go out and maybe shoot a few groundhogs or whatever. Does anybody do that anymore? Because Thanksgiving Day, I can't remember hearing a shot going off anywhere. Just a few years back, you could hear shots ringing all over these mountains echoing through the hollows. Now it seems like hardly anybody wants to go hunting anymore on Thanksgiving Day. Alabaster, welcome to the chat, sir. I was in the U.S. Army from 85 to 88. Did my basic training at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, AIT at Leonard Wood, and was stationed at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Went on a lot of maneuvers here stateside and abroad with the 10th Combat Transportation Company. And, you know, joined the military, some of the best years of my life. I have no regrets for doing it. And I feel it made me a better person. It surely made me grow up quick. I joined when I was, 21, 22 years old. I have no regrets. I was kind of a wild child growing up. The military helped me kind of settle down and kind of look at the big picture of life. Well, Alabaster, you're welcome. And thank you for coming in and leaving your comment. You're always welcome here to my live stream, sir. Ned Stark, what is my favorite pistol brand? Oh, Lord. The next one? The one I have on layaway. Oh, it's almost like a flavor of the month thing. The customer service with Ruger is outstanding. I have never had a problem with them. Have never, ever had a problem with Ruger, except the one in their customer service. I take it back. I had a problem with a Ruger long gun, a Ruger American Ranch chambered in 7.62 by 39. It would not eject steel case shells. I sold it. Ruger, Smith & Wesson, Glock and Taurus, in no certain order right there. They are, see, yeah. My favorite pistol right now, my favorite semi-auto Ned Stark is the Glock 48. With the advent of the S15 Shield Arms magazines, you could say it has made the Glock 19 obsolete, but the Glock 19 is not going away. It will never be obsolete. Frank. Well, you're welcome, Frank. Your late father was a Marine. Well, Frank, God bless your father. Semper Fi. Anyhow, yeah, my favorite pistol brand, uh, Ruger. I guess I got to go with Ruger. They just been so dependable. You look at the SR line of pistols, very accurate. CDY, 66-year-old man, heart patient, disabled from 3 back surgeries, but you voted. Wouldn't have it any other way. Well, God bless you, CDY. I have a couple of heart stents myself, sir. And tell you what, you can't let that stuff hold you back. Life goes on. You know, we might have some temporary setbacks here and there, but you got to look ahead. You got to keep moving forward. God bless you. You went out and voted. You the man. Joe Palu. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Joe. You was in 82nd Airborne. Thank you for your service, sir. I believe that was Fort Bragg. Let me think. There's 101st, and that's one's at Campbell and one's at Bragg. 101st and 82nd. I believe it was 82nd at Bragg. Well, Joe, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy them. If anybody out there in the side chat, if you're not a subscriber, appreciate it. If you give my channel a try, hit that subscribe button. I'm sure there's some videos on there you'll find informative and enjoyable. I don't do anything fancy. I just go out and try and give the most honest review from my experience that I can. And I found out it's worked out very well. During the warm weather months, I like to do the videos up from the garage during the nighttime. Fort Bragg, that's right, 82nd Airborne, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Anyway, excuse me, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Excuse me again. Like I said, I like to do videos in the nighttime from my garage. That's where I got the name GarageGuy. It's actually GarageGuy 879. And the 879 comes from the fact that 879 so-and-so street is the 911 address of my garage. So there you have GarageGuy 879. Also go down the road. I got some property down the road here, my little shooting area. It's family-owned property. I got a homemade shooting range down there, and I just like to get out there and shoot a few targets. All my targets, except for about 4 of them, are made from scrap steel. Made them myself, took a hand grinder, cut them out, drilled a hole in them, took some metal Phillips posts, drove them in the ground. That's how I made my little homemade shooting range right there. It's not anything fancy or elaborate, but it works for me. And I believe it cost me maybe less than $20, the cost of the grinding pads for the scrap steel to cut them with. Yeah, I have a lot of fun doing this. I tried a lot of different ways of doing the videos over the past, and I found sitting up at the garage behind a table, just looking into the camera, talking to you people, I enjoy that the most. And when I'm doing a target shooting down at my little shooting area, just doing that, taking a few shots, talking to you people, I enjoy that the most too. It's not like I'm talking to a camera, it's like I'm talking to friends. And the sunglasses at night thing, that's just something that happened accidentally. And I guess you could say it's maybe a little gimmick of mine, you know, and it's worked so far, so why not stick with it? Well, look, my friends, we've been on here, 55 minutes right now. Yes, I'm going to be getting off here, and I'm going to be watching Rich 1911 Steam for All live stream. And those videos I mentioned that come out today, Buffalo Outdoors and Hootie Hoo Premiere, go to their channels, check them out. Like I said, there is no such thing as a bad Buffalo Outdoors video or a bad Hootie Hoo video. Okay? I want to thank everybody for stopping by tonight. It was good to talk to you, hear from y'all. Hope to catch you again. My next live stream will be next Saturday night around the same time as I start evening shift this coming Monday. And that will be going on until about December 17th, and I'm off from work until January 4th. Let's see, Hockey Bum 99 reviews. No, sir, I'm about an hour south of Blacksburg down Interstate 81. Been to many Hokie games there at Lane Stadium, sir. Well, Keith, Alabaster, you're both welcome. I hope to catch y'all in the live stream next time. Hopefully by then I'll know how to send out a notification ahead of time that I'll be having a live stream, but for sure, God willing, it'll be next Saturday night around 8:15. Joe Palu, good night, sir. Thank you for your service. Good night, everybody. Catch y'all next week. And be sure to catch Crazy Scotsman's live stream tomorrow about 7 p.m. Foreign and Domestic Roundtable. Y'all have a good night and a safe holiday weekend.